Hello and welcome to the Bot Box. 20 episodes ago, I talked about Recyclopse, the first robot to flip a house robot over. Today, I can promise you more attacks on house robots as I introduce you to Team Cassius' second robot and Recyclopse's successor, Cassius. A black and yellow wedge robot with a front-hinged flipping arm. Cassius also had pneumatic suspension and was one of the first robots to have a gyroscope in. Cassius made its debut in Series 2 of Robot Wars, landing in Heat H. As a result of Recyclopse making the grand final, Cassius was seeded 5th. It being Series 2, Cassius of course had to face the gauntlet. Cassius went for the left-hand route, with the pits and the Sentinel, and proved itself too quick for the latter. It crossed the line into the end zone soon after dodging the Sentinel, and got through to the trials, of course. Dead Metal grabbed Cassius after it passed the end zone line, but this affected nothing. So next for Cassius was the robotic soccer against pneumatic spike pot Loco, hat on wheels wizard, ramming ammo with his tail Sting, and box on wheels with legs and a spinner Groundhog, which you may remember as the robot that caused a kill a lot to overbalance. Cassius was prepared for the soccer. It had a little scoop for ball control purposes. Cassius was the first robot to get to the ball, but Matilda blocked off access to the ball. Loco picked the ball up and scored whilst Matilda tried to have a go at Cassius. Once the trial restarted, Cassius got to the ball at the same time as Wizard, and took the ball round the edge of the pitch, Matilda causing trouble every step of the way. Eventually, Cassius scored a goal, even nudging Sergeant Bash. So as a result, Cassius was not there when Sergeant Bash set the ball on fire. Seriously, that happened. So next up for Cassius was a fight against Wizard. Wizard, being a large, weaponized wizard's hat, just about stayed out of trouble. The first robot Cassius came into contact with was Dead Metal. Cassius got out quickly and put Wizard into the perimeter patrol zone. Wizard died there. Cassius ended up having an argument with the Kill-Lot and shoved Sergeant Bash multiple times. Cease was called and Cassius was in the heat final where it faced Loco. Loco was made by two boys, and as such, Rex Garrod did not want to destroy their robot. Loco had to go at Cassius early on in the fight, and Cassius then carried Loco around for a bit. Loco got away. Cassius also pushed Loco before flipping it over, as immobilising it without damaging Loco whatsoever. An upside-down robot would normally be a target for the house robots. So, naturally, Cassius took on the house robots in order to protect Loco from them. The house robots thus went after Cassius, but the 5th seed was not deterred. Matilda got flipped, but Sergeant Bash pitied Cassius. However, with Loco flipped over and immobile, this meant Cassius was in the semi-finals, where it had to take on the gauntlet again. Cassius took on the middle route and took the bricks out. No problem. Avoiding the ramp and the Sentinel, Cassius pitted the sphere obstacle before facing another obstacle, an axe-wielding obstacle called Shunt. Shunt pushed Cassius almost back to the start, but Cassius was getting some headway and getting back through the course before time ran out on them. They only got 5.5 metres along the course and were in serious danger of actually going out at that stage. Well, until Plunderbird 2 registered a worse score, that is. So Cassius went on to face the pinball. Cassius took on the bricks and barrels first, before Cassius got stuck on some bricks. So Kill-Lot picked Cassius up, carried it to the seesaw and put it down, upside down. However, Cassius's flipping arm doubled as a self-righter, and Cassius self-righted by doing quite the backflip. This was quite a big deal. No robot had ever successfully self-righted on Robot Wars before. There had been attempts, but none were successful. Cassius took on some more bricks and barrels before getting stuck on another brick and losing a chain. Cassius still scored 200 points though and got another fight, this time against pusher lifter Hardvark. Cassius flipped Hardvark multiple times, twice, to get it into the perimeter patrol zone. A third flip caused Shunt to go after Hardvark before it got out. Hardvark then started to attack Cassius. This sent Cassius to Successor, and it became clear that there was a chain issue, but Cassius could still move. Hardvark was then lifted by Successor, who dumped Hardvark upside down on the flame pit. So Cassius attacked Successor. Shunt proceeded to go after Cassius, putting the 5th seed on its side, but Cassius, like its predecessor, won the fight and made the grand final. Well, it made the grand final like its predecessor because it won the fight. Its first fight there, Cassius fought Wedgebot with a sore Roadblock, the top seeds and defending champion. Roadblock's team had marked Cassius as their greatest threat and planned to treat Cassius like it was invertible. After the two met in the middle of the arena, quite the wallop, Roadblock carried Cassius for a while until Cassius escaped, or after Cassius scraped the floor with its front blade. Cassius then got too close to Successor. Successor made the mistake of turning Cassius upside down. You'd think it'd learn. Cassius self-righted. Roadblock, meanwhile, had ended up in the perimeter patrol zone. So Cassius flipped Roadblock onto its side. Killalot made sure Roadblock was upside down, but any further attempts at attacking were thwarted by Cassius, keeping the house robots away from the defending champions. Cassius was now 1 win away from the title. Standing in its way was Welsh lifterbot Panic Attack. Cassius and Panic Attack met in the middle of the arena. Cassius gave Panic Attack a shove. The second shove led to Panic Attack driving right over Cassius. So Panic Attack shoved Cassius right underneath dead metal. Cassius flipped its way out of trouble, though not flipping dead metal over, and shoved Panic Attack. Panic Attack responded by shoving Cassius into the pit. Oh, Cassius, so near yet so far. We're not done with Series 2 yet, though, as there was a grudge match. A match in which Cassius fought an old foe, one Recyclopse fought. Tracked Axebot, Mortis. Cassius managed to drive into dead metal, but got out and took an axe blow from Mortis for its trouble. Cassius got alarmingly close to Sergeant Bash and the pit. Cassius got out, with little help from Shunt of all bots, and tried to pit Mortis, who had a dodgy track. However, on the second attempt, Cassius missed Mortis altogether and ended up in the pit. Oops. The house robots then dumped Mortis in on top of Cassius, so Cassius tried to get Mortis out of the pit. Now we can get to Series 3. Cassius 2 had improvements. It was now see-through, had a front hinge flipping panel as opposed to the arm, improved suspension, and a pneumatic spike that could get Cassius out of the pits if it fell in the right way. There'd also been a change of personnel in Team Cassius. First up for Cassius 2 was Crocodilian Grabber Sawbot Dundee, Loco's successor. went on the attack early, but missed Cassius 2 with its attempted attack, leaving it a bit too close to secure Cassius, as it is. Cassius had also attempted to attack, or Cassius 2 attempted to attack, but it got out of the way of Secure and hit Dundee a few times, which led to Dundee getting too close to Secure. Dundee got out for a tussle with Cassius 2, one that ended with Dundee getting flipped over. Cassius took on the house robots, however this time Shunt gave Cassius an axing, but they were still through. Next up was pyramid-shaped cutting disc wielder Pussycat. Cassius 2's first attack got Pussycat on 2 wheels. Cassius 2 pushed Pussycat a couple of times, sandwiched by a brief spell on the fight lane pit for Cassius 2, before both robots got close to an arena wall, leaving Pussycat in a bit of an awkward position. Pussycat was in the process of getting out of this awkward position when Cassius 2 hit it with its spike. Cassius 2 reversed to hit Pussycat again, missed, and went into the pit sideways, which was not the right way to go in if they were going to use a spike to get them out. And sadly, that was the last time Team Cassius was seen on Robot Wars. Rex Garrod retired from the show in protest against lax health and safety conditions. Cassius 3, a rear-hinged flipper, only competed on the live circuit, and sadly Rex Garrod passed away last year. A lot of the British robots in BattleBots in the most recent series had "For Rex" written on in memory of him. Cassius is a robot whose legacy lives on to this day and has justifiably earned its place in the Robot Combat Hall of Fame for its self-writing exploits. Cassius, of course, is one of my favourites, and I always enjoy watching it. Its energy, it's going after the house robots, protecting Gloco. It's cool. I like it. So, who's next? I have to move these Teletubbies first. This one here. Scraptosaur. Until next week, Callison244 out.